I do love it. I really enjoy it. I get a lot out of it. I feel very challenged by it. And it sounds very cliche, but I feel like I am giving something back.
I seen victim support's ad in the paper and put my name down and applied and got through the interview stage, and then yeah, I really actually enjoyed.
I actually heard about victim support through a classmate in a criminology and criminal justice class. We were taking a sentencing module at the time, and I thought applying to be a witness service volunteer would help understand better what victims do go through.
I didn't realise, half the stuff that victim support did, like going out into the community, filling in forms, referring them on to other services, and didn't know half the services existed until I started in victim support.
Victims quite often come in and all they want to do is just sit and talk to you, and you sit and listen, and that can be quite a hard part of the job because you're not really doing anything practical for them apart from just listening to them, but that's just what they need at that time.
The office will ring me, see if I can see a client, and then you're either given emotional support, which is just talking through things with them, or else filling in a compensation form. It can bring up a lot of emotions for them because you have to ask them questions as to what happened to them and like what injuries they received, and they might find that difficult. But at the same time, it's a way of them letting out emotions as well.
As a volunteer, I'd be looking after witnesses who are ready to go into court or possibly going into court that day. I would take a witness and explain where everyone sits and what to expect. Another role is to alert prosecutors that their witnesses are here, and sometimes you would have to accompany them into court. Sometimes they're on their own. It does make them feel better if you go in with them.
It doesn't matter if their case hasn't gone to court, as long as they have reported the crime to the police, they can fill in the compensation form.
We provide a free service where we would help them complete that form and act then as a mediator between them and the compensation agency.
Volunteering with victim support gives students a better insight into the criminal justice system in Northern Ireland, and just a better insight into what work is involved and who is involved. It does help you understand better why decisions are made.
I love my job. I like going in, I like getting that phone call, can you come in and see somebody? Obviously when I see the client, it's like at more of a professional level then, right, I have to be professional now and kind of get it done. But at the same time I make the client feel comfortable and just try and kind of normalise everything for them.
I would recommend victim support from the point of view that you do get the satisfaction out of it. You're well trained, which I think is very important because I went into it not having done anything like this before. If anyone has a fear, and I did have a fear when I joined it, like how am I going to do this? And right up until sort of the last minute when I went alone, I wasn't sure if I would be able to do it. But the support was there, and I would recommend that anyone who's wanting to volunteer to certainly try with victim support.